Another loss for the administration in federal court today, August 29th, where a federal district court judge said that the Trump administration's process for expedited removal of undocumented immigrants is unconstitutional. Let's take a look. The case was heard by Gia Cobb. She was appointed by Joe Biden. It's in the United States District Court for the District of Columbia. Some background: for nearly 3 decades, the federal government has subjected non-citizens apprehended at the border to fast-paced summary removal. That, in and of itself, is okay. But in January 2025, the government expanded the scope of expedited removal to non-citizens apprehended anywhere in the United States. When people have appeared in immigration courts for their normally paced immigration proceedings, for instance, the government has moved to dismiss those proceedings, promptly arrested individuals inside of those courts, and then shuttled them into much faster moving and much less procedurally robust expedited removal proceedings. That is a problem and different than expedited removal for people who just recently crossed the border. The group of people the government is now subjecting to expedited removal have long since entered our country. They have a weighty liberty interest in remaining here and therefore must be afforded due process under the Fifth Amendment. To do otherwise will inevitably lead the government to erroneously remove people via this truncated process. Many of them have been here for longer than 2 years and are seeking asylum or another form of immigration relief, entitling them to further process before they can be removed. The expedited process creates a significant risk that it will not identify these disqualifying criteria before quickly ordering someone removed, and lack of available review means that once the removal happens, it is largely too late to correct the error. Just look at the problems with returning Kilmar Abrego Garcia. The government argues this, that those who entered the country illegally are entitled to no process under the Fifth Amendment, but instead must accept whatever grace Congress affords them. Were that right, not only non-citizens, but everyone would be at risk. So she grants a requested stay on this process continuing. She says the court holds that in applying the statute to a huge group of people living in the interior of the country who have not previously been subject to expedited removal, the government must afford them due process. The procedures currently in place fall short. MAGA assertions that people who are not citizens do not get constitutional protections is just flat out wrong.